Greetings from all of us here at Grace Evangelistic Ministries. We want to bring you a word of encouragement. Remember that I told you some time ago that encouragement is not only one way, it's a two-way traffic. We encourage you, you encourage us. That's the mandate of the Bible. Encourage one another. And that's what the Bible commanded us in Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13. Encourage one another. That's what we're doing here at Grace Evangelistic Ministries. I want to share with you a letter that we just received not too long ago from one of those who has been encouraged by the message that we put out there. It says, Dear Moses and all who had a part in writing the book, The Power of Prevailing Prayer. I just finished studying it for the second time. It has been a blessing and an eye-opener. Thank you so much for sharing your spiritual wisdom. I pray for your ministry on a daily basis. I enjoy your motivation videos and Grace News Today, which I would like to receive every time it is published. The Lord has blessed me the last few months. He has put it on my heart to share with your ministry. And thank you to the sister who wrote this beautiful and encouraging word to us. That's what encouragement is all about. You want to be encouraged. You want to know that you are not alone in this battle. And my brother and sister, you are not alone. We are in this battle together. And we will arrive not because we are so good, but because of the one who is guiding us is so good. I want to touch on a portion of the Bible we all read at all time. Many of us have memorized it. And that is Romans 8:28. I don't even have to read it. You already know this passage. Romans 8:28. So we know, that's the beginning, we know that God causes all things to work together for good to them that love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on that passage, which we have read so many times. It has been preached upon thousands of times. But my question is, do you really know that passage as you ought to? Have you reflected on that passage, what it actually means? God. They just remove the phrase we know and just start with God. God is the subject. God causes all things to work together for good. Not your circumstances. It's God. Your circumstances have no power to cause all things to work for anything. It is God, the architect, the chief engineer, who causes all things to work together for good. We always like to hear, when we hear all things, human nature, we want a buffet, whereby we can pick all the things we need on one side and the things we don't need on the other side, and call those things we need all things. And those things we don't need, we don't want to call it all things. But that's not how it works. All things makes those things we like, those things we don't like, put them all together. They are all things. Don't you agree? That's all things to me. That is what God causes. He uses those things we like, those things we don't like, and he blends them together and comes up with a result that will stagger our imagination. That's how God works. And so, part of all things could be loss of a job. It could be loss of loved one. It could be anything. It could be sickness. That's part of all things. If you're a child of God, you should know that God has not finished with you, that he is working at his plan in your life. He knows what he's doing. That should be comforting. You and I, we don't know what we're doing. Sometimes we think we do. But God knows. He has our plan in his hand. And he knows how to bring about this plan. Look at Joseph. If he had told Joseph when his brothers sold him to Egypt that he's on his way to prime minister, he will laugh and laugh and laugh. But that's the truth. He was on his way to becoming a prime minister. But see how it took him. See the road he took. When he was thrown into the prison by the lying woman, if he told Joseph, you're on your way, one more step, you will be the prime minister of Egypt, he will say, are you crazy? I just pray that I will be alive for the next year. But that's the end of the result. See how God took him and how he ended. God causes all things to work together for good to them that love God. The question is, do you love God? If your answer is yes, he's working out his plan and he will bring a marvelous result through all your circumstances, result that will stagger your imagination. God never makes mistake. He's not finished with you. Rest on that. Until next time, may God richly bless you, my beloved brother and sister.